how to create an abandoned cart sequence for any product or service that you are selling from funnels in Tekmatix. Now, this is a really important workflow to have for every product or service that you sell, because did you know that having an abandoned cart sequence turned on basically can save up to 90% of your lost sales? A lot of people, according to data, around 80% plus of people who go to purchase something online end up abandoning the cart at the point at which the credit card details get typed in the system. And if you turn on an abandoned cart sequence like the one you see on screen, you can actually be recovering 90% more of the sales that you are actually getting by recovering those that drop out when they first go to make a purchase. This is absolutely a huge difference in your bottom line by just turning on a workflow. Now, I have one here that I've custom created for my Legends Lab. And first of all, before I explain what we've got here, basically what we're saying to the system is if somebody doesn't quite finish the checkout, i.e. they start filling it in but then don't complete the purchase, we want to trigger off an email or a text message that will message them and say, oh no, I see that you didn't make your sale, and basically encourage that sale to happen. That's what you're seeing here. But first of all, I just want to explain to you what it looks like on a checkout so that what I'm about to show you makes sense. Because the trigger on here, what starts off this workflow, is that somebody has only filled in part of the checkout. Now, this is why we recommend having what's called a two-step checkout, where the first step is just their name and email address. And then they press next, it takes them to the second step of the checkout, which is the credit card details. By setting it up like this, you're collecting their contact details first, so that when they do abandon the cart, you at least have their contact details to be able to message them. Let me show you a real life example. Here is my Legends Lab. This is my business coaching program that teaches people how to build a business online, do all of the marketing, set up all of the tech, and stand out in their field. But if I was to, for instance, go and click on the Get This Thing Now, here is an example of what a two-step checkout is. Step one is just the contact details, name and email address. Step two is that checkout, okay, where they fill in their contact information. So as you can see here, I put in my business name, I put in my email address, press next, and now it takes me to the payment step, step two. This first part is called an opt-in. And now this is where somebody goes to buy and then they're like, oh no, the cat's on fire, or I don't know, panic, not going to buy, right? Abandoned cart. Ba-bum. Now we've lost a sale. This is where the automation comes in and can recover 90% at least. I say at least. The data shows between 80 and 95% of sales can be recovered. So here's how we do this. The trigger is that particular form, this checkout, it's called an order form inside Tekmatix. This is built on a Tekmatix funnel, and this checkout is called an order form. Okay, so here our trigger is somebody has submitted an order form. And then we say to the system under filters, okay, well, which funnel or website page was it? So we're going to say it was the one called Legends Lab funnel. And which page on the funnel, because this is a 3-step funnel. The first step is the sales page. The second step is the order form. The third step is the thank you page. So we're saying the page in that funnel is this page. The product is the Legends Lab Academy. And the submission type of this form was just the opt-in. That is that first step that we just showed you. So they have filled in step one, which is the opt-in, and that's it. They didn't fill anything else in. So we've now told the system when somebody goes to that particular checkout on that particular funnel, on that particular page for this particular product, and they only fill in the first part of their contact details and none of the rest, then we can now chase them. So what I have next is a wait step, and I wait for 15 minutes. So it might be, they've just quickly gone to the toilet or, had to distract a baby. I don't know. And then we're going to say to the system, let's pop in this if else wait condition. And we're going to say to the system, if they have not purchased the Legends Lab Academy, then we're going to send them an email. Okay. If they've not purchased it, send them an email. If they did purchase it, I'm going to leave it blank and end it because I have another workflow for if they do purchase it. Okay. All I want to know is if they did not purchase. Now, there's a number of different ways to sort of get the system to recognize whether somebody has purchased it or not. For me, when somebody does purchase my Legends Lab, I tag them with the tag Legends Lab. that tag existing on somebody's client record is my internal method of knowing that somebody did buy. So for me, if somebody does not have the tag Legends Lab, it means they haven't purchased it. It's as simple as that, okay? Because over here, if somebody does buy, there's a whole other workflow called did purchase the Legends Lab. One of the first things I do is tag them with the tag Legends Lab, showing that they're a buyer. Okay, I know this might sound a little bit complicated when you're first doing this. We have one workflow for somebody who's purchased. We have another workflow for somebody who didn't quite get there, abandoned cart. And we also have another workflow for somebody who cancels this membership. So between those three workflows, we can add and remove all of these different tags to automatically manage people in the system. But now we can see here that literally the system says if they have not purchased, i.e. the purchase tag doesn't exist, then we're going to send them this email. And I'll show you this email, what mine looks like right now, just so you can get some inspiration for yours. Mine just says, oh no, SpaghettiO's first name. I noticed that you were so close to joining us at the Legends Lab, but didn't quite finish your order. I don't want you to miss out on, and then what do you get, what do you get, what do you get, what do you get? Come and join us today. Link back to taking them to the sales page. Now, you can choose here whether you take them to the sales page or straight back to the checkout page. Now, at the moment, mine links to the overall sales page. So I'm actually going to take them back to the checkout page directly because remember, these people were already about to purchase. So let's just do that. Save. Now we have got the updated message. We could even go back to the checkout page here too. Save. All right, now we're taking them back to the checkout, save. And we could even, do another split where we check again after like 24 hours and just say, for instance, if they still haven't got that tag after 24 hours, now send them one last email. You could offer them a coupon code. I don't do that in mine, by the way, but that's something that you might like to do. If you've got products that you might want to be really keen on people coming back to the sale, is you might like to offer them, 10% discount or something like that. It's always something you can do inside these emails. But I've got that live now. I'm going to press save. So now from this point onwards, whenever I get somebody that only gets to stage one, step one of submitting the order form or the checkout, they are going to now be popped into that workflow to get that follow-up to come back and finish their order. A huge, huge net catch in your system for lost sales and bringing people back into your business. Happy check-in. And remember, if you need help setting these up, you can hire my Techsperts by the hour. Go to the Tekmatix website, click on the support page, and you can book a Techspert for an hour from as little as just $50 to help you get this set up. Send them a link to this video, say that this is what you want help getting set up in your business, and they will be able to help you get that done. Happy tech-in!